falling asleep before your piano lesson.
Sophie seems to be drowsing off, but if we look a little closer at her brain, we can learn why. First and foremost, her brain is regulated by her circadian rhythm, or biological clock. The circadian rhythm communicates with the wakefulness and sleep pathways. It is located in the suprachiasmatic nucleus, which is made up of a small group of nerve cells with the hypothalamus. These cells act as a pacemaker that keep track of time through protein synthesis and degradation. These protein synthesis and degradation process is a biochemical cycle of around 24 hours a day, setting our body's pace for its many functions such as activity, sleep, and many other processes. The SCN projects the ventrolateral preoptic area where slow wave sleep occurs. It also communicates with the dorsal medial hypothalamus, which is the body's overall response to environmental cues. The dorsal medial hypothalamus, based on these environmental cues, communicates either with orexin or with the ventrolateral preoptic area. If the area communicates with the orexin neurons, they will in turn excite the other wakefulness neurotransmitters histamine, norepinephrine, serotonin, and acetylcholine, and they will excite the arousal system. If instead the DMH chooses to communicate with the VLPA, the arousal system will be inhibited.
Okay, gang. I'm gonna watch over you guys. It's our job to excite Sophie and to help her stay away from the evil adenosine.
Wait just 1 second there, Orexina. I think you might want to be careful watching over all your little helper bees because I warn you, I mean business.
As our neurotransmitter run through pathways through the brain, I'm going to tell you a little bit about each of the pathways.
No worries, guys. I'll do my job of keeping everyone awake and alert. Let's go catch this villain.
Histamine starts in the tuberomammillary nuclei of the hypothalamus. It causes increased cortical arousal that helps to increase behavior.
Me too. Wait up, histamine. Be assured that I'll keep Sophie alert and engaged, ladies and gentlemen.
Acetylcholine has 3 pathways in the brain. The first starts in the dorsolateral pons, the second begins in the medial septum, and the third projects from the basal forebrain. The dorsolateral pons and the basal forebrain play a role in wakefulness by helping to increase cortical desynchrony, which makes a person more aroused and engaged. The medial septum affects the hippocampus, which is involved in memory and learning.
I have been quieted by REM sleep for too long. Adenosine, prepare to meet your maker. Straight from the raphe nuclei, born and raised. I will see you a little bit of arousal and meet you some automatic motor behavior.
As serotonin said, its pathway starts in the raphe nuclei and causes cortical excitation when it's aroused. It also increases locomotion and movement, so it makes an individual able to respond to his or her environment. It also helps when an individual needs to focus on one task.
Prepare to fight or flight, Sophie. I'm going in. Wait up, guys. I've come all the way to the locus coeruleus and I'm not about to give up now.
Norepinephrine has 2 pathways that play a strong role in sleep and wakefulness. The first starts at the locus coeruleus, and the second begins at the pons. Both pathways help with vigilance and increasing arousal. Norepinephrine also gives an extra burst in high anxiety situations.
Wait, guys, I have the answer. It's so simple. Let me just call a friend.
Orexin is the puppet master. It starts in the lateral hypothalamus and projects to each pathway and all over the cortex. Excitation of it excites other pathways in turn. Individuals with narcolepsy have a mutation on this orexin transmitter.
Hey, what's up? I haven't heard from you in a while. I was kind of wondering if you were going to work without me this time. I don't really know if you were into it. I hadn't really talked to you in a while, so I was just wondering.
Caffeine. It's important. We can catch up later. I just really need your help right now.
Caffeine is the name, ladies and gentlemen, and alertness is the game.
But wait, how do we know we can trust her? Yeah. How do we know?
Guys, let her show her stuff.
Yes, Mr. Caffeine, or whatever you're calling yourself, please show me why you think you can go up against me when my evil schemes have already been put into action.
But I happen to know your plan, Adenosine, and I have a plan of my own.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Well, Adenosine, I found your receptor site that you think only you can bind to. But you know what? I want to go to it and see what it feels like to bind to this time.
Oh no, you don't.
Without the binding of adenosine to its usual receptor site, Sophie will feel a momentary period of increased wakefulness and energy, but depending on how much she ingests, this cannot last forever. Eventually, as it is natural for Sophie's body, the adenosine will build up and force Sophie into sleeping. Unfortunately, the sleep that Sophie loses cannot truly be regained or saved up, because each night she must start over, and the less sleep she gets, the more slow wave sleep she will lose, and the quicker she will travel into REM to make up for lost time. However, I think our superhero neurotransmitters did a great job this time.